Hey, and welcome to this video. My name is Nina, and today we are back on our, I don't even have a theme at this point anymore, island Oatmeal. I had to think on that for a second. This video is also already off to a great start. I'm going to explain to you why in just a second. But this is the area that we will be working in today because we will be building kind of a city neighborhood that's going to be connecting two builds that we've done in the past. So let's just head right into it. Alrighty. So, I'm going to start off by just trying to figure out how I wanted some buildings to frame all of this in, because I wanted it to feel like really tucked in, like many different kind of tiny little nooks and streets and everything kind of like everywhere all over the place. Like a kind of medieval town, but not really medieval because it's also kind of modern because we do have cars in a city. I'm just going with the flow, whatever I feel like. And while I am laying down some path and figuring the first bits and bobs out, let me explain why this could be a bit chaotic. Now, I have been meaning to record this voiceover the entire day today. Today is Saturday, and I meant to record this morning so that I could edit the video over the entire day today so that I can have my Sundays off, because I want to give myself an off day in the future because I don't want to keep working every day. Well, that did not quite work out because I also, if you hear these like cracky noises, that's my very weird kind of orthopedic bed that I have at the moment because of my surgery. So if you hear that throughout the video, please ignore. I'm very sorry. It's not that my audio is crackly or anything. If it is, it's because I can't close the window, the window by myself. Anyways, back to topic. I'm a bit confused today because I started out animating and drawing a lot. Something that's gonna come to you very soon. I can't wait to share it with you. It's something I'm very, very proud of. And I also have a new schedule planned out, which I might touch on later in the video or another video. But I have been doing that, and then I couldn't, like, I didn't even realize that it was already like 8 p.m. because I think I've talked about that in the past, but I am like always kind of watching a couple of shows with friends of mine, Nina and Shah, who are lovely Twitch streamers. Nina also does YouTube, and they have a Discord server where we occasionally pick a show that we want to watch weekly and then sit together, watch it in a Discord. And now we started watching the third season of Too Hot to Handle, and boy, is that show, oh my god, I don't even have a word for it. But we just kind of kept watching for 3 episodes. So now I'm very confused. I feel like I lost a couple brain cells during the process of that watch movie night thingy. And now I'm very confused. So if I sound confused, that's why. Anyways, back to the build. I created some buildings, and I felt like I was initially gonna dig down so that we have like the ground level and we would have like an incline going down from the little section that we have the in-game pathing on. But I decided that, like, since I don't want the area to be accessible from rest services because I'm still trying to do a one-way island, I decided to go up on top of a cliff and then have a little villager house on here that we will kind of connect in with one of the new ladder permanent ladder thingies that we have in the game. And we will be incorporating 2 villager houses. I also plan to kind of expand this a little bit further. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it because I still have too many buildings on this island that have not gotten a place yet, and I kind of wanted to try and fit all my villages on land, but I can already feel myself just leaving them on the beach. But we will see. Here we have a little, what would you even call that, intervention, where I decided to redesign Kevin's house, our little tiger pig, because he desperately needed a makeover. Did you see that first thingy that he had? He had half a boxing ring. It was something else. Lord, have mercy. Now, I don't really know what I was doing with this. I just kind of went with the vibe of maybe doing something like a little bit underdeveloped. So he has like fire to cook, hay beds to sleep on, stuff like that. So kind of like a little hut. But in the end, we kind of changed his house exterior, so I think I will go back in and give him a little bit of an upgrade, because again, I don't want this to feel like super ancient or anything. I want this to be fairly modern, so we might just do like an abandoned kind of house vibe. I think that could also be cute, but for now we have this little hut where he can come and relax on his little hay beds. He has 3 to choose from, which I really like, and he also has some places to cook. He can store some stuff in his wonderful pirate barrels. I don't know why I'm explaining every single item that I put down, but apparently I am. So here you go, you are very welcome, my love. But yeah, it was just a quick little intervention. I'm not doing too much to this because again, I didn't really plan to even redesign a house. We're not going to redesign the other house that we're going to place down, which is Shep's, but I did go through a couple of house exteriors, but you will see the final one in the final tour, obviously. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with his house still. Like, it's very, I don't even know, underdeveloped, but it's kind of cute. So then I just threw in a rug and then we were done, and Tom Nook liked it, so it was time to continue the party outside. Why do I keep saying that so weirdly? Outside. So, now I kind of realized, I kind of cut it out because you didn't need to see that, but I had to fidget a bit with the little building that I did with the Jesus Christ. With the Azumiya gazebo, because it was kind of difficult to like try and figure out how I wanted all the cliffs to be covered and still have everything kind of walkable, but have like the sides of the incline also hidden. So I kind of had to free myself and dig myself out through the cliff that I had already built to escape the pickle that I found myself in, because I don't even have an explanation. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know how I'm gonna make this entertaining, but I do not have the brain capacity today to record multiple takes of a voiceover, which I do sometimes, because sometimes I notice while I'm recording that what I say is just utter bullshit. I know that right now, but again, can't be asked, so we're not going to do it. Back to the build. We are kind of going all over the place. I kind of tried to figure out how I wanted the buildings to be laid out and which types of buildings I wanted where, so that everything kind of felt balanced. So I used the retro transportation stops, which should just be called the bus stops. I feel like everyone is saying that. Don't understand why Nintendo didn't see that, but we're gonna ignore that. But I used the retro transportation stops. I used the storefront in the light and the kind of darker wood. And then I'm also gonna throw in a couple of jail bars, I think one Azumiya gazebo and a couple of fences to create the buildings and get like some height and depth going on, so that it's kind of a nice mix of fake and actual buildings. I hate that my bed just keeps like cracking. Can you stop? I'm not even moving. I feel like it's only because now I'm able to sit and I have my mattress kind of like it's one of those beds that you can like electronically move around, so that you can kind of lift your headpiece up or your leg piece or whatever. Can you even say that? I have no clue. So now that I have my head kind of risen a bit, it keeps like cracking. We're not going to comment on that. But yeah, it's kind of annoying for recording, so apologies again. Anyways, we have kind of finished the rough shape of the buildings now, or the actual buildings, and now I kind of felt like I was missing something. So I threw in a tiny little other building right here, just lined by a couple of retro transportation stops and just 2 pieces of cliff in the middle. Just again to give it some depth, because I didn't really know what to do with this space, and I feel myself just gravitating towards barrels all the time, and I just can't fill every single inch of this island with barrels, even though they are an incredibly beautiful item. I cannot deny that. I use them way too often. I also realized once I was done with this build that I had like so many wooden buckets in this build. It was ridiculous. As you were walking through it, you could just like count, I think like 7 wooden buckets. Yeah, well, I'm very original when it comes to designing. Anyways, now I am moving my stuff around again because I couldn't make my mind up. As you can also see, some time has passed and also some days passed just because I was time traveling so much. I was taking a lot of time. This took me an entire day to build, as all of my builds do. I like to give myself some time so that, you know, I can give it a good think and just don't do an area twice, because I'm just not made for that. I cannot do it. I can't. I admire everyone who can just redo stuff. I'm very proud of myself for redoing my island entrance on my other island, but I just can't be asked. Once it's done, I'm glad that it's done. It sounds like I don't enjoy designing, but I don't know. I feel like at one point when you have done like so many islands, it takes a lot to like come up with new ideas. And if you have a new idea and it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to, obviously redo it. But then coming up with another idea but for the same theme is so difficult for me. So I'd rather give myself some time and a good think, as I so beautifully said earlier. Oh god, what is this? They're doing an area twice. So yeah, I'm just all over the place, kind of detailing up little nooks and filling in the bits and bobs first that would otherwise be very difficult to get to. So for example, this little, I don't even know, balcony area that's kind of like looking down. No, it's not even overlooking anything because it's towards, I'm gonna move on from that subject. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just filling in random spaces. I also try to incorporate a lot of pumpkins because I feel like they go very well with this kind of sandy vibe. And I also used a couple of them in my previous kind of, what did I title it? Like the rooftop lookout, abandoned ruined city, whatever build, because I just adore the pumpkin items. And I think there won't be one island that I won't use them on because they are so good. And I'm still waiting to use like only the white ones or like only the green ones, because I usually love the orange ones very much. But on Milk, the other island, we're using the yellow ones. Why am I going on about pumpkin colors? Can you... I think I might actually just... I think the contestants in Tour Channel might actually just have stolen a couple of my brain cells, because I can feel myself just... Like, do you know that feeling when you're kind of listening to yourself, but at the same time you're like, "Bitch, what the f*** are you saying? Can you just shut up quickly?" That might be the best for everyone involved. I feel like that right now. I feel like that very often, but right now is very... We've reached the pinnacle, I think. So I think I'm just going to be blabbering for this build. We do have 4 more minutes. Again, all over the place. I do love the fish items. I feel like since I did the last island, the Nordic island, I have been falling in love with all the fish items. Like also the carp cutting board. Such a good item. I feel like it's one of the best new items that we got. Also the fancy water dispenser. Oh, so overlooked. It's really good. It's really good. It's so realistic also. And I have this beautiful fish pattern also all over the place. I didn't even say in a video, I did update the website also for this island now. So all the codes that I'm using on this and my island Milk are on that website. I also did the kind of complete code collection that I have been wanting to do for, I don't know, months. So that now you can browse codes by island, and you can also browse codes, like the entire code collection of all the codes that I've ever used on my island, and then categorized by like paths and types of paths. You can also like filter them. I included a little like tag bar where you can just pick a tag and it will immediately scroll down to the version of a path that you wanted, for example like brick or wooden path or like a dirt path, something like that. So I tried to make it really accessible. I'm still working on the mobile version, but the desktop version for the code collection is already working, and you can access all the codes by island on mobile as well, so you're not missing out. It's just not as accessible on mobile yet. Hello. In the next few seconds the audio will be very much f***ed up. I just noticed, and I can't really do too much about it. I think like a plane started, because I live very close to an airport and I think there was a plane starting and then a car drove by and then another plane. I have no idea what happened. Very sorry about that. I also hope that it's not audible now, because I feel like it's kind of loud all the time, but again I can't close my window by myself at the moment because I can't reach it from my bed. But yeah, super sorry about that. Please excuse, it will be over in like 30 seconds. seconds a minute. I'm really sorry. I tried to cut out of it as much as I could. But yeah, have fun with the build. Bye bye. So you will be greeted by a nice little GIF if you want to check it out and see what it is. You will have to visit the website on mobile, and you will have to visit the website on desktop if you actually want to access it. I don't even know why I'm going on about this, why I'm branding it so much. Like, it's not like I'm making money or anything from it, or like, but it looks kind of cute. I'm kind of proud of the website, kind of. Anyways, moving on. We are kind of just detailing everything up now. I really like how it comes out in the end though. I keep saying this, but it's like one of my favorite, but not one of my favorite, but I feel like I've never done like a neighborhood that isn't meant to be accessible for the villagers. If that makes sense? Like, they were more of a decorative piece in this build, which I really like. I also threw this random bit in here because I want to eventually maybe cover the cliff edges in rock items and the caves, because you can technically see this from the entrance, which I don't like, because I want this to feel like it's an uncharted island until you explore and see that actually people have lived here for a while. So we will still need to find a way to cover all of that up. If you have any ideas, again, drop them below. We only have like 1 or 2 minutes left, so I am going to slowly say goodbye to you. As I said, we do have a schedule that I'm going to be posting very, very soon. I am working currently on getting Twitch set up, and just a little hint, as we are approaching this channel's YouTube anniversary, which is on March 26th, I don't have a brain, there might be coming something, and it might not be on YouTube, but that's all I'm going to say. I have been debating a little bit, or actually I'm going to just spill it. I have been debating whether I want to continue streaming for the anniversary on YouTube or on Twitch, but I thought it might be cute to like maybe have the same anniversary for Twitch and YouTube. So I'm planning, it's not set in stone yet, I still need to practice setting, but if everything goes to plan, we will be starting to stream again from March 26th, and it will be on Twitch, the first one, and then from then on we will continue with the new schedule that I will post as soon as it's set in stone. But yeah, anyways, we are nearing the end of this build. I'm just finishing up this little transition area, but I really hope that you enjoyed this video, even though it was way more chaotic than you're probably used to. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, I would very, very much appreciate it if you would maybe consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. I would love to see you here, and yeah, drop all the comments below that you want to drop below, and I am going to leave you now with the montage of this finished build. Take care of yourself until next time, and bye-bye.